Hey there. Okay, so I wanted to give you a little sneak peek of what the Habit Kickstarter group gets to see kind of on a weekly basis. They get little mini presentations that are like less than 10 minutes, but it's on something usually from a question or somebody asked it or it's a common misnomer. And I wanted to talk about why I harp on people so much for walking. So this is from this presentation. It says how to hack your metabolism. The more you know, the more you can do about it. Because I think there's a lot of misinformation with metabolism specifically. So let's dive in. So what is metabolism? Metabolism is literally the chemical process that occurs within an organism in order to maintain life. That's what it is. It's not necessarily how to lose fat, gain muscle, whatever. It's the chemical process that your body does to maintain your life. So keep that in mind. It's trying to keep you alive. So this is the total daily energy expenditure. That's what this stands for. So 100% of the energy that you burn in a day is broken into these categories. So let's look at them because this is why I tell everybody to go for a walk. So how do we burn calories? So the biggest part right here, so this is 70% of all the calories that you burn in a day, is from your BMR. And BMR is basal metabolic rate. This is just you laying down, not doing anything to maintain life. 70% of your energy is devoted to that. Then on top of that, so this is resting energy. This is not any movement, literally laying on a bed. So up top here, it says non-resting energy expenditure up here. So this is what we can do about a lot of this stuff, right? We can influence this one a little bit, but we'll talk about that. So NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This is walking. So let's look at this, 15%. 15% of the energy you burn is just moving around, activity in your lifestyle, things like that. TEF, thermic effective food. This is the energy that is expended to literally digest, break down, and absorb the food that we consume. So this is 10-ish% of that. And then 5-ish% is actually our exercise activity thermogenesis. So we're busting our butt on the wrong part of the equation here. So many people are trying to exercise a ton, right? And this is a small part of the equation. And I know we're talking about percents here, not actual, amounts of calories, but hang with me. So the way that we can impact this, so if I want to think about this in the most logical way possible, how do I affect the biggest portion of the equation, BMR? Well, unfortunately, I can't go from 5'5" to 7'5". Can't do that. But then that's how we impact this BMR, is the size of our body. So muscle burns a lot more energy and requires a lot more energy than fat tissue does. So if I can increase my muscle mass on my frame, then I will increase my basic metabolic rate. So that is one big point for increasing muscle mass and trying to get stronger, because this will increase. All right. And then future diet efforts will not need to be as hard. Our metabolism will be more resilient. Just so many benefits. So make sure that we don't forget about this part of the equation. Let's go to the next smallest one, NEAT. Non-exercise. So I'm not exercising in the gym. I'm just being active. So this is where we need to create a lifestyle that is generally active. Need to have, hobbies, things. This is just routine stuff, not spending hours and hours in the gym. And then thermic effective food. This is increasing protein. Protein has a higher thermic effect, so it requires more energy to process it and break it down and absorb it efficiently. So we need to have a diet that is rich in protein to help this as well. Plus, that will help this goal of building more muscle. So they kind of go together. And then this last little part is exercise. Obviously, we need to exercise. Hopefully, that's some form of resistance or strength training. So again, we can build that muscle to increase our BMR. So this is a particular graph that I'm very fond of. I will whip it out at any opportunity because it's so important, because I feel like people are focusing on the wrong things versus these bigger chunks of the equation. It's just incredibly important. Anyway, I think that's mostly what I wanted to show you. So if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out. But otherwise, hopefully this helps you kind of organize where you should be putting the majority of your efforts if you have a weight loss goal or a body composition goal, something like that. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Hopefully this was helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.